Hi everyone, it's Samantha again here on Embracing the Divine Feminine, and I'm so happy to be here today. I wanted to come in and I'm sticking with Embracing the Divine Feminine today, and I will be talking about judgment and understanding our judgments. I really wanted to come in here. You know what's funny? As I'm sitting here getting ready to come on, of course, what am I doing? I'm like fixing my hair and judging right there. And I don't know. I wanted to bring this in because this is one of the first things that I started working on when I was just growing myself spiritually in the beginning. So what I started doing was watching myself and how I would judge things. So just out, even driving around, like when people would cut me off in traffic or who knows, or one of my big things was that Cybertruck or whatever. I just think it is the ugliest thing, right? But then I had to ask myself, why do I have judgment around that? Why do I even care? If that person likes it, then they should do it. They should love it and have a great time with it. Why do I need to judge that? So I really I have, and I still work on that constantly if I find myself judging anything. But that is one of the things that I started with. So like I said, I'm going to be talking about how we'll progress with this as part of becoming and stepping into and embracing the divine feminine. Okay. It does take some reflection and, I don't know, like if you want to work on yourself, you'll definitely want to work on judgment, because ultimately what happens when we're outwardly judging, if we turn it around, we could be judging ourselves. Okay, so also we have to think about our past and how we were taught. So we pretty much have these beliefs and a belief system based on what we were raised with. Okay, and everyone is like that. That's why we're all so different, because nobody knows how you were raised compared to how I was raised, and the judgments that were embedded in me before I grew up. So sorry, I have my kitty here freaking out. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I have a little kitty that loves to play with everything. So anyway, now let's see. So when we do catch ourselves in judgment, I think the biggest thing is catching yourself in judgment and just saying, why? Why do I feel like I need to judge that person? And what is that saying about me? Is there something internally that I am not liking about me? Okay. And this is the reflection that we get back. But back to the childhood. So we do pick up a lot of things, from our childhood, because we're just hearing that. And I'm not sure if you've ever watched Bruce Lipton, but he is big on, his theory is that most of the things we learned that are embedded in our subconscious that we don't think about and we live based on that, is most of our training is done before 7. So some of these things, this subconscious, pops up when we get into old behaviors. It's really when we're not thinking. It's the natural state that we go to, like our responses. Say if somebody were to say something mean to us, and the way we respond, that comes from when we were young, and that was when we were trained, and it's mostly safety is what it's based on. Right, is we're always trying to stay safe, we don't want to disappoint our parents. We don't want them to be mad at us. And then if they have limiting beliefs, a lot of times we take them on. Sometimes grandparents. Like I know that my grandparents, not my grandma, but my grandpa was very judgy. Very judgy. And I would even tell him as a little kid, I would be like, Grandpa, knock it off. That's not right, That's just, whatever he had going on. But I realized that even when I was young. And I really have not been a very judgy person, and I pretty much accept people for who they are and how they are. But, I can even catch myself, especially like that, if somebody's pulling in and cutting me off in traffic, or, like that weird looking car or something. The thing that happens when we judge is it creates separation between you and the other person. I mean, and you may not be talking to that person, but think about when it's a close friend or a family member or something and you start judging, it causes separation. Now, that other person may not know it, but can you feel energy behind words? I know I can. And body language and things like that. I've always been able to tell what people are really, maybe not what they're thinking, but what they're not saying something. Let's put it that way. Like, I'm aware that they're not saying something. So it's really important to, with our judgments, just use it as reflection so that you can reflect within yourself as you are out and about or interacting with people, and just understand that we are all trying to figure it out. We're just little baby souls. My friend always says that. We're little baby souls, and we're all trying to figure it out. Nobody's really better than anyone else. We're trying to learn, grow, and ascend. All of us. All of us. So it helps to have these little things that we work on that we can overcome, okay? So this is really a pretty short one, but when it comes to judgment, I really would like you to reflect throughout your day and see how you can improve on outwardly judging, okay? And like I say, these don't have to be big, crazy judgments, but truly, when we're out and about, we don't need to judge anybody. Everyone's just trying to figure it out. Just go do what you want and enjoy your life and what you're doing, right? Because we're going to bring more of that around us when we have joy within us and joy around us, okay? So, but one thing I really want you to try is, you're going to be paying attention out there to see if you're judging anything. And then when you come back in and you're just being reflective, I want you to ask yourself, how do you judge yourself? And maybe journal on it a little bit, excuse me. Is it looks? Is it, we all do this. Like, we'll gain a couple pounds during the holidays and this and that and the other thing. It could be anything, okay? But that's just an example. And so what is that telling yourself? Why can't you just say, okay, I realize, yeah, I've been enjoying my life. I've been having a good time. I've been baking cookies and I put on an extra 5 pounds. Okay. You're meeting yourself where you're at. And then you can get back on your program. Okay. We are here to enjoy life, not beat ourselves up mentally or even beat up other people in our head, because it's not necessary, okay? We're here to spread love and joy. We are here to grow our soul and get out of separation, us against them, okay? It's not us against them. We're moving towards unity consciousness where we're giving a hand up. So if you know something, if you're good at something, then share it with people and give people a hand up, because you know what? It is tough. And I'll tell you what, I went through the dark night of the soul and it was tough. And I didn't have a lot of people around me that even understood what I was going through or knew how to help me. And thank goodness I have a partner that is going through the same thing, who went through the dark night of the soul. And we have a great understanding of even our conflicts, even if we're judging or whatever. But we had to start somewhere, okay? The number one thing we're starting with is judgment, okay? I want you guys to work on that and report back if you would. I would love to see some comments and stuff like, did you catch yourself? You know, this is okay. This is all in our head. This is all internal. Okay. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to converse with you and give you tips and tricks. So anyway, I would love to hear from you. Please like and subscribe and do all of that stuff. And I will be back with more